We're old, dude.
That's what I was gonna read on the Circle Jerk, but I must have deleted the article, or maybe I didn't save it. But it was a research study that shows that 27 is when your cognitive functions begin to decline.
Oh,
like,
no.
That's when they decide like you're getting old, like scientifically, which is insane because your prefrontal
stops
cortex
at 25.
Yeah, it stops developing at 25. So you get
It's
2
just all
years
downhill
You
from
get
there.
2 years of prime brain, and then your brain just like we're going full Biden mode, baby.
I'm mushing, baby. I'm mushing.
I'm mushing. So yeah, Christian's an old ass bitch. Me and Erica in our fucking prime for another.
Hell yes.
I've got 9 months, and you've got 10 months.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Then we're old ass bitches.
This would hurt my feelings, but I don't even remember what we're talking about.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Judgies, a weekly podcast where we discuss internet funny stories and laugh at them and judge them. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are
The Judgies.
The Judgies.
All right, we got to start over.
We judge people on the internet and we read stuff on the internet.
You've already said that. Joshua.
I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
All right.
Imagine, I don't get how people listen to our podcast.
Yeah, me neither.
Guys, They always say create. If you're going to create something,
Be proud of it.
make something that you would want to listen to. And thank God I'm a narcissist, because goddamn I'm funny.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like,
I'm funny, yeah.
Oh,
So,
no.
whose episode?
no, mostly I was thinking like, going into starting the podcast, I was like, oh, I hate my voice. And then I listened to an hour and a half straight of my voice, and I was like, do I got a good voice and funniest person I know?
Is my voice hot now?
Do I want to kiss the guy on the other side of the speaker?
And
And that was Josh that wanted to kiss.
You boys.
All right.
Too much.
Erica, why don't you listen to our podcast and see if maybe you like your voice after a while?
I mean, to be fair, when we first were doing this and we were listening to every episode after we recorded it, I did get way more used to my voice and more confident in my voice. So it's not that big of a deal, but
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where, like, I think everybody hates their voice.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds different than what you think it does.
I also feel like you got used to it. Like, I'm definitely more used to it now
Yeah.
than I was. Like, just the other day, I had to record me giving myself. No, I had to record myself giving a presentation about like COVID and contact tracing in rural settings, and I did that with one of my coworkers. We did the presentation together, and then afterwards we were watching it to like make sure we didn't sound like idiots. And she goes, "Oh, I hate the sound of my voice." And I was like, "I'm used to it now."
I'm kind of a big deal in the podcast sphere.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like
I'm like the third biggest podcast in our
county.
in our undisclosed area.
Well, here's the thing. Just listened. I had to re-record my voicemail the other day. I got a new phone. Still hate my voice on a phone. I'm still like, who's that fucking loser?
Maybe you're a fucking loser because you're recording you're recording a voicemail thing
Like
in the year 2020
yeah.
on your personal cell phone.
Oh, you're disgusting. You're that rude that you're just like, here's my number.
Who the fuck is calling you and leaving you a voicemail that you care about?
Well,
If someone
we're
needs to...
remodeling our kitchen, so I get a lot of calls from contractors.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you don't have a personal loan, you fucking baby?
You just brought that up just to flex on everybody. You've been doing a lot of flexing on this podcast,
Hey,
mister.
man. I don't know
You're
if
wearing sunglasses inside.
I was just about to say, I don't know. I haven't brought it up yet, but started wearing sunglasses inside because I don't like looking at these guys directly. It makes me feel
He even wears them in bed.
feelings.
He just refuses to look at me.
He puts an eye mask on and then puts the glasses on over it so he can go to sleep.
It's like I can look at you in the eyes, but I don't want you to be able to look at me in the eyes.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a power thing.
Well, it sort of helps because you're not very alpha. So, like, you technically don't have to be looking at me in the eyes right now, but I think you are. Like, you could be sitting there with your eyes closed.
That's definitely not why I do this. It's definitely not something I saw on the internet and I've tried to start doing in my personal life.
It's definitely not what I read in Donald Trump's book on how to be a good businessman. What was that called?
How to Be a Good Businessman by Donald J. Trump. Right?
Yeah, that sounds right. How you doing, Richard?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think we're all fine. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'm fine. I usually just tell people that ask me that, well, I'm alive, so...
Yeah, well, speaking of things being fine, why don't we start the episode? Christian, what do we got? What do we got for us this week?
Fine. That's a segue, baby.
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
Let's rewind. Let's go backwards, and that's an if.
Huh?
Bad
Boo,
joke.
Boo,
Bad
boo,
joke.
boo,
Can you
boo.
explain it to me, though?
Fine
Fine
spelled
backwards.
backwards is an if, which kind of
Oh.
sounds like enough.
Boo. Bad joke. Now that you've had to explain it to me, it's bad.
Normally,
bad
when you have
before.
normally once you have to explain a joke, it makes it better. That's kind of what makes the jokes funny.
It's like a riddle. Like, somebody tells you, or like a magic trick. Like, as soon as you like hear a joke, you're like, oh, I gotta figure out why that was funny. Like, you're like, oh, how did that guy make that car disappear? It's like, oh man, how did he make that pun so good? I have to figure it out.
No.
Well, we can figure out how this lady did this action in this story.
It was very
Okay.
specific.
First story of the night, a story from a new subreddit for us.
Uh-oh.
Am I the asshole?
2 X chromosomes.
Oh, I'm a big fan of 2X chromosomes.
Title of the story: I accidentally vacuumed my titty.
So many questions off the bat. So many questions.
Let's hear it.
It's nice and concise, guys. My titties are the itty bitty kind, but like I had a kid and breastfed for a bit, so they're also stretchy and dangly when I bend over. The baby and I were vacuuming, and I was using the hose attachment. Wasn't paying attention for a second, and my sad entire Tortilla Ta-Tas went whoop right
Yeah.
into the vacuum.
The tit alliteration was so good.
To say I was surprised would be an understatement.
That's
Guys,
it?
That's it. It's
I-
nice and
Oh my
concise.
gosh, I need to know
It's
more.
itty bitty just like your titty.
But tortilla is throws me for a goddamn loop. How can you be itty and tortilla?
Well, she doesn't go into any explanation, but I think we're going to have to do some research on this.
Quick, go to open up website and start Googling tortilla titty and vacuum and see what comes up. There's got to be a video.
Dude, this is so crazy. I found the video.
Immediately. I didn't have it saved. I swear, I didn't look this up before. I didn't find the video and then saw somebody link to Reddit.
No, well, so here's the thing: is she explains that it's stretchy and dangly. So I'm like assuming it's like there's not much there, but there's like it'd be like if you had a tortilla and you're like piling all the ingredients in the middle of the tortilla, and you're picking the tortilla up. So the tortilla's slumping in the middle.
It's like the tip of a unrolled condom.
Yeah. So it's just kind of slumping, but there's not much there. But there's still something that's slumping enough to be voomped into a vacuum.
Voomped? Is that the verb?
I think, yeah. She says it got voomped into the vacuum.
Can you read the part with the alliteration?
Blah, 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 blah.
No, not that one.
I wasn't paying attention, and for a second, my sad entire Tortilla Ta-Tas went voomp right
My
into the
sad
vacuum.
entire tortilla Ta-Tas. Goddamn Jack Frost on the Reddit today. Robert Frost. Jack Frost is a snowman, a man of snow. Obviously, not a snowman of the frosty variety.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Jack Frost,
He's not a snowman.
right?
He's a snow.
He's a snowman. Yeah, he's a man of snow.
So he like
Two
brings the
corn
snow.
cob pipes and a
John
button
or
nose.
otherwise. Yeah, he was a bastard of the North.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that you're staring at me like this.
I literally stopped looking at you since you looked away. You put the glasses back on.
Man, put that bag back on.
Joshua can't do the podcast anymore unless you're wearing sunglasses.
He's now intimidated by me looking at him. Am I the asshole for being offended that my daughter called me ugly?
My mind went immediately to that this is a man writing this, but
Oh, so does mine. Is it not?
It's gotta be. So this isn't a big deal, but I feel like I'm going crazy over it. Yesterday at dinner, my daughter, 15, was telling my wife and I about a guy she likes in school. And she thinks he likes her back. My wife and I were happy for her, and I would support her liking anyone that treats her right and make her happy. She was telling us how he's smart, funny, and has a great six-pack.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
That's a
used to this
conversation
kind of
to
girl
have.
talk. My wife laughed and said something along the lines of, as long as he's a good person. My daughter replied, well, yeah, but looks are also important. I don't want to end up with someone like daddy.
yo.
First, ouch. Second, gross. You're 15, don't call your dad daddy. I asked her what she meant by that. I don't remember her exact words, but it's along the lines of that I'm round, bald, and short.
Oh, no.
The big three.
There was no immediate
The
just
triple
kidding
threat.
from her either. Say psych.
Please say psych. The triple threat, round, bald, and short.
I told her that was a nice thing to say and that she should apologize. Before she said anything, though, my wife chimed in, teasing that guys were always so sensitive. My daughter laughed at this. I usually would have immediately addressed this kind of situation, but I was pretty upset and didn't want to scream or cry.
Oh.
I know that sounds lame.
Sensitive ass bitch.
I stayed mostly silent for the rest of the dinner. I do feel a little bad for him. Like, that's not like an inappropriate response to it.
It's so funny where they're just like, oh, men are so emotional, but the daughter literally just like, the age-old teenagers can point out everything. The big three is insecurities of most men is hair thinning, weight, and height. She's just boom, boom, boom. Fuck all three of them. And it's like, don't react, Steven.
Also, I don't know why mom's married to you because you're also not funny. So, and bad personality?
Oh. Wait, she said that?
No.
Oh, I was like, she's just going in on her dad? I can't
You
tell.
also don't even have trade skills. So why is she sticking around with you?
And your salary is subpar to be modest. Like, I'm sorry, but you're a bad father. Your breath stinks. Your hands are small. You're a bad driver, over-aggressive and too defensive at the same time. Name one thing you do well other than losing your socks. But only one of them, so that way you can't throw away the other one because you're going to sit there and think, I'll find the other one someday. But you never do because you're not good at finding things either.
Jesus Christ.
So what do? You go and spend $10 on a brand new pack of socks at Walmart because you can't afford to shop at Target. And then you lose them all in 6 months. And you're goddamn all the elastics out on your underwear, but you can't throw them away because where will you be again? Walmart. Now they're $10 on undergarments. And then here I am trying to date a hot, and you're not.
Jesus
Dude, this got
Christ.
too real.
Christian feels this.
I thought you were
This is his
attacking me
future.
personally. I was like, am I your dad?
Am I your dad, guys? Hot take, am I your dad?
A bit of a background. I've recently been feeling more self-conscious. I'm not ugly. Even if I
Well.
was, I have other qualities to make up for it.
I'm funny.
And I know that my wife adores me, but I've definitely noticeably gained weight and lost some of my hair. Sorry, buddy. My wife is as stunning and youthful as the day I met her.
Aw.
And my daughter's a spitting image of her.
That's kind of weird.
My daughter's so hot.
My daughter's so much hotter than me, I
My
swear.
wife's hot and so is my daughter. However, I have a feeling that if my daughter insulted her appearance, she would... Oh, I must have skipped a line there. I didn't. My wife is as stunning and youthful as the day I met her, and my daughter is her spitting image. However, I have a feeling that if my daughter insulted her appearance, she would have been very offended and expected me to back her up. So before bed, I addressed the issue with my wife. I explained that it hurt my feelings, and I want to teach my daughter to be kind to others, and that it would mean a lot if we could both talk to my daughter about why saying that was not right. And then we'll fucking prank her, dude. We'll get on Jimmy Kimmel. We'll steal all her Halloween candy, dude. And we'll get on Jimmy Kimmel.
We'll set up 5,000 candles. That way when she does a yoga move, she knocks down all of them.
My wife didn't take me serious at all. Among the things she said was that the best way to make someone stop teasing you is to just ignore them.
She's giving bully advice to her husband.
Oh, no.
I don't want to treat my daughter like a middle school bully. And that she, my wife, was also materialistic at that age, but grew out of it in her own way.
It's a weird fact to put in there.
Yeah, this puts in a lot of parentheses. And
Is wanting a hot boyfriend materialistic?
Yes.
That's not materialistic.
You own
that's
your boyfriend.
vain.
It's a material.
Fair. Continue.
That fucking piece of meat over there, that's mine, dog.
See that slab of cock?
Oh my
Ew.
God.
Put that slab
That's
on.
mine, daddy. That's my slab of cock over there. You go over there and be short, fat, and bald, all right, daddy?
I'm going to just lay on that slab of cock like I'm Aslan the lion and fucking kill me, you goddamn white witch of a dad. Anyone down for Narnia references on this podcast?
No, not even a little bit. She also said that I was asking for it by asking her what she meant.
Oh, jeez.
I told my wife that I was disappointed in her, and I'd be talking to my daughter alone when she comes home from school today. I plan on talking to my daughter today, both because I'm still offended, and I really don't want her to say that to anyone else.
Don't tell everyone that your dad's fat and bald and short.
I don't plan on punishing her, just having an honest conversation and seeing where it goes. Nonetheless, I'm wondering if I'm the asshole for escalating the situation, since it's a one-off occurrence. What do you guys think?
Okay, so not that long ago, my
fat, short, bald dad came back.
No, I did my sister's hair and makeup for homecoming like last year, and she kept saying about like how ugly she was and blah blah blah. Mind you, my sister looks exactly like me, and I was like, no, dude, you're beautiful. Like you look just like me. And she was like, yeah, I know, I'm so ugly. And I was just like, oh God, stab me in the heart. Why don't you?
Well,
all the things she said, running through my head.
Look, I know there's like the big meme of like John Mulaney out of context.
He
just
love
fucking
that.
nailed it when like teenagers can just fucking pinpoint
Yes.
your insecurities and just like, I know you, I look just like you. That's why I'm ugly to me.
Yeah, it fucking ripped me to shreds.
Yeah, Dad, you're bald and fat and short, and Mom's a fucking dime piece.
I've heard other moms ask, why are you even with him?
I tell all my friends when I go back to school, oh, this guy, Jimmy, I'm talking to, he has so much more hair than my dad. He's got so many more abs showing than my round father.
Gross. All
my
right.
gourd of a dad, my pumpkin man of a dude.
Can we
I
do,
know
like-
Jimmy's only 5'9", but my dad's a measly 5'6".
Nothing wrong with 5'9". Don't say only 5'9".
He's a tiny little shrimp at 5'9", but my dad's a pathetic little plankton of a man at 5'6".
Photo
All right.
or zoo.
Can we do some real talk though? Because if this,
Can I get one more joke? And then we can go real talk? I think it's really fucking funny that he's like, my wife adores me, and that was like the one positive that about himself. It's like, if you're married to someone, probably should have a relationship greater than adore.
Yeah, she also doesn't piss him off, and she's hot.
All right, real talk.
though, like if this was a gender role reversal,
Yeah.
this would be totally different. And I feel like men don't get enough credit. Like you're allowed to have your feelings hurt. Like well, you shouldn't have your feelings hurt, but
You're men, know your place. You're allowed to have your goddamn feelings hurt.
but I'm saying like you're allowed to express that your feelings are hurt, and that should be valid just as it would if the mom was offended.
Yeah,
She would throw an absolute fit if her daughter said she was ugly.
This is playing into like every single like men's rights activist thing of like this. Here's this man actually trying to communicate his feelings.
Yes,
and then like women, i.e. in this case, his wife and his daughter, both are like, men shouldn't be offended by that.
And that's some bullshit. If you are offended, if your feelings are hurt, he's doing exactly the right thing by voicing that voicing those feelings and trying to have a real conversation with his daughter about it.
It is also really funny and ironic, though, that we literally have a podcast where we just shit on people for having feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. But we can also recognize when it's okay to have feelings.
Yeah. And for men, it's
you can
never.
Make fun of it. Here's the thing, though, that I really sympathize with him here is when he's like, I almost wanted to cry. It's like, yes, another person that doesn't know how to properly handle their emotions. I can get on board with this. Where it's just like, sorry, dude, I felt too much of any one emotion, so now I just got to fucking cry instead, dude. You got to deal with this. This is your problem. You got to watch a grown man cry now.
What a great place we are in society where watching a grown man cry is a punishment for other people.
This is what you got to deal with, dude. You got to watch me. I'm fucking...
No one makes me cry my own tears.
You gave me too good of a compliment? You see my eyes fucking welling right now, dude? Do you know the last time I've been given a compliment like that, you motherfucker?
Every day of your life, because I compliment you constantly.
This is going to sound bad. I hate when strangers compliment me. It drives me insane. And I know that's like, oh, you're just trying to brag. I like will go through a drive-thru at Taco Bell, and there's a couple.
Like, oh my god!
This is a couple months ago, and I went through a drive-thru at Taco Bell, so I already feel like shit about myself because I'm at Taco Bell. Like I'm not feeling great. Yeah. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want people to see that I'm at Taco Bell. And the lady just goes like, I'm like trying to not look at her, trying to make not eye contact, and doing the whole card exchange, and she just goes, "You have a really nice smile." I'm like, don't say that. Don't fucking talk to me, lady. Like, I'm here to get fucking shit food.
Dude, that's so wild that you got the shit food and then you also got, like, a fucking blow ski back in the bathroom. You pulled her around into the bathroom.
I don't know what she was trying to get, a tip? You don't tip a drive.
I mean, you do have a really nice smile.
Trying to get your number. Trying to get them digits, dude.
And crying. Oh, I made up that whole story just to get Erica to compliment me.
I compliment you all the time.
I've just been waiting for a single compliment. Oh, God.
That's all I needed, dude. Podcast over.
I'm putting the sunglasses back on.
This is actually the last episode. I just was waiting for Erica to compliment me once.
Story of my life, dude.
Is that?
Are you fucking kidding?
Famously, Erica's vows at your wedding was, Christian Kleckner, you're fine. You're good enough.
You're tolerable, I guess, for the rest of my life.
And by tolerable, I mean you're tall, and that's all I really look for in a man. You're not bald yet. Give it 30 years, and we'll see where we are.
We'll see where we're... We'll see.
Just make sure you're not round, short, and bald, and we might stay married. Unless someone who's... What's the flat... hairy.
Oh, baby, I'm flat as hell, dude.
What's the opposite of round?
I'm fucking flat, baby.
In a 3D sense.
Rugged? Ripped?
I mean, yeah.
Very angular?
Angular, there we go. Someone more angular comes around. Wait, comes
Erica,
around.
are you going to leave me for someone way more angular than me?
No.
What if he's got just a massive slab of cock over there, though?
I got one at home, so.
Oh my god. Wait.
You can cut that.
Willard hanging dong or what?
Alright, we taking a break?
Story or break?
I need a drink.
We can take a break.
Yeah, drink.
Lil Nas X is just...
That's real.
Yeah.
Little chef kiss of a boy.
Big fan of Lil Nas X.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he just like make a joke too that he's like, all right, now that you guys forgot about me, I'm bringing back Old Town Road for the remix.
Dude, I'm down. I'm fucking down as hell. And speaking about being down, we are back from our break. Drinks in hand. Are we alcoholics?
Don't answer that.
Alcoholics.
Yes.
One of us is.
I wish Josh was a better name.
I think it's a great name.
I can't make
Look at that, a compliment for Josh.
No one's keeping a score or anything.
More for my parents, but 2. Okay. And they can't just make any puns off Josh.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
Christian
Josh
isn't
and you.
much better, is it?
Yeah, but like Christian's a noun. Well, bad point. But Christian's like an other noun. Like you got a whole like race you can make, you got a whole religion you can make jokes about.
I once spent
Guess.
2 whole hours convincing Christian he couldn't pronounce his name right, and it was worth it. It was so funny. I almost brought it up earlier in the intro when he said Christian, but he didn't pronounce the T. We're gonna have to go back
Do you
and listen
pronounce
to
the T in Christian?
Yeah, you definitely pronounce the T. Because
Yes.
saying it without the T is bad.
That's
Christian. That's my Erica impression.
Okay, you say it.
it. Christian, your
Why does
impression
the
was
T-
so good.
So here's look, we're gonna go back to it. We're gonna be in.
Look,
here
we
for-
have the exact same waveforms.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here for another 2 hours. I say my name as like Chris Chin, like the part on my face, Chris Chin.
Yeah.
So like, is that me pronouncing the T as a CH noise? Because that's why I'm saying when like you guys say the T,
Yeah, Christian.
Christian,
Christian.
Christian, yeah. It's definitely with a T. Christian. Yeah.
Christian,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Dude, no, you're
It's like-
fucking troll. This is
it-
how
no.
Erica got me.
It's Chris. It's Chris and then the best character from Dragon Ball Z.
Tian?
Christian.
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
That don't sound right. I'm going back to Christian.
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 Now
God, that's such a great
now you
impression.
do your-
Christian.
Okay. There's a reason why I'm the impressions guy over here. I'm the impressions guy.
I really wish we didn't have an impressions guy over there.
I get so. This is kind of verging into the circle jerge, but I've gotten feedback that my stereotypical lad voice for UK is bad to listen to.
Who would have thought? Someone like one of your friends,
I
one of your close friends,
most of
maybe
the feedback is
told you
from
that.
you. So.
No.
But my brother's fiance has also mentioned to me that like she cringes when she hears me do it.
Yeah, so does everyone.
But I use it all the time because I think it's funny. And one of my coworkers, she plays on an online game, so she talks to people from
All over.
all over the world, and she was getting talked to. She was talking to.
She's getting chat up by a lad.
She was getting chat up by a proper lad.
Ugh.
And so this guy was from the UK, and I always make the joke that anybody who's on Love Island that's a dude is always a scaffolder or a builder. Because that's like the only fucking jobs that these hot guys do. That's how they stay ripped, because they're fucking scaffolding or building all day. And she was talking to this guy, and she's like, guess what his fucking job is? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, fucking scaffolder. And I was like, right, so yeah, so I'm a scaffolder. I was like, oh man, I'm just so smart and good at knowing things.
I'm just.
Yes, you are, Joshua.
Also, you're
That was
not
never the
short.
issue.
You're above
And I'm
average
tall.
height.
I'm tall boy. I'm
You're not
big
even
boy.
round. You got full head hair.
I'm angle. I'm so angled you can call me Kurt.
I don't get it.
He's a
My-
professional
my-
wrestler.
My net that I'm casting this episode with
Is
all the way from Chronicles of Narnia all the way over to Kurt Angle.
Big
the fucking
flex.
wrestler over
very narrow. It's
here. The same circle. The Venn diagram of Kurt Angle fans and Chronicles of Narnia fans is a circle.
yeah. It's you can't even see where it unoverlaps.
All right, Christian, get us into the real circle jerge. I'm sorry, Christian.
I can't tell if did you say Christian at the end or did you say Christian? Guys, it's real hard. I don't know my own name.
Well, I don't pronounce the T in my name.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
I don't say it either. That is weird. But so like, I'm caught up on it, dude. I talk to a lot of people on the phone all day, and I have so many people like, "What was your name again?" And I every single time I'm like, "Am I saying it wrong?"
I got in your head all those years ago.
dude. Like I already know I can't talk or read or do math
Or here.
Back in high school, I was a captain of my volleyball team, and we'd have to go like shake hands with the other team. you have to introduce yourself. And I would always say, hi, I'm Erica. But every single time somebody thought I was saying, hi, America, like my name was America.
Hi, America.
And they're like, oh, wow, America, what an interesting name. And I'm like, what? No.
Oh, like, hi, comma, America? Like
Yes.
you were heading a fucking...
Like if I just said,
email?
hi, Erica,
Yeah.
or hi, Joshua, and shaking hands. And they're just like, oh, yeah, your name's America. And I was like,
Wow,
no.
your parents are really patriotic.
Yeah, insane. Who would be called America? Other than Vespucci himself.
Who the fuck is that?
Amerigo Vespucci, the discoverer of the Americas? Come on, guys.
What about America Ferrera?
I don't know who that is.
Ugly Betty?
Come on, guys!
Ugly Betty?
Yes, she's the star of Ugly Betty.
I didn't know that.
Yes, her name's America Ferrera.
Any
Well-
relation to Guy Ferrera?
Boo.
Josh, here's some people that'll make you feel a little less dumb with that dumbass response you just had. So for this week's Circle Jerk, we're going to be asking no dumb questions.
No stupid questions over here.
Nah, no dumb's better.
Wait, is the subreddit actually no stupid questions?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
How do I convince my good friend to delete TikTok?
Hang on, this kind of relates to what we were doing last week. I had a semi-hot take. I was like, hot take, TikTok is better than Vine. And then because we were watching an old Vine comp, and they weren't good Vines. They were fucking terrible. We maybe got like one laugh out of a 20-minute Vine comp.
It made me real sad.
It was really depressing, and we were all on board like, yeah, Vine kind of sucked, huh? You just only know the good ones. But then we watched a TikTok compilation, and like the positive of TikTok, or the positive of Vine was, if it's a bad Vine, it's max 5.5 seconds. If it's a bad TikTok, you're watching that shit for a minute.
You got 59 seconds of just bad.
I mean, if you're on the app, you can just scroll, but...
Not during a compilation.
Why do people hate TikTok so much, other than the fact that...
It's very cringy.
Well, this guy's going to explain why you should get rid of it.
Oh, I thought that was it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I've already tried explaining it to my friend, and that it's got way too many permissions, and it's just a gross spyware. Well, she replies saying, they're already listening on my phone, and probably spying it, probably already spying.
That's more than fair.
Yeah.
That's my approach
It's an
to
accepted
everything.
known fact at this point.
Do you guys have any good talking points or links that can help me convince her?
So that's the stupid question.
Yeah.
Is not, how do I not, is making my friend want to delete TikTok bad, but what are some good reasons why my friend should delete TikTok?
Guys, I really need actual help here.
Look, here's the thing. Every company ever is stealing your shit, no matter what you download.
Yeah.
Your shit's fucked.
Yeah.
If China gets it, fine.
You're frick, dude. On to the next one, dude. This one's even... This one... Okay, I know this is on no dumb questions, but this one's actually a really good question. I must know, what happens to the people who let their mom count down to 0? What do happen to them?
I mean, that's why you never heard of them.
That's what... They're just out of existence.
Yeah. Just up from whence you came.
Oh my god. Erica, what do you think happens to him?
Well, I can tell you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you do this?
So I don't remember what birthday it was. I think it was probably 7. It was my birthday party, and I let my mom get to 0, and she made me sit on the couch and watch everybody else enjoy my party, and no one was allowed to look at me or talk to me the whole day.
Huh. The whole day?
The whole day.
And that's why you're normal, huh?
Was this...
I fucked up. I fucked up real early, and I didn't get to have a party. Everybody got to enjoy it in front of me.
Was this before or after the cake?
I think it was before.
Oh, man.
What did they just do the cake?
Or did they
just,
sing happy birthday?
to nobody?
I don't remember. I just remember sitting on the couch and like no one. I could not talk to anybody. No one could talk to me. No one was allowed to look at me. It was bad.
It's just singing like happy birthday to... Wait, we're...
You know what you did.
That was the one time a year I was allowed to have sweets, and I wasn't allowed to have it that day.
Yikes.
Well, speaking of sweets... Do we poop or pee ice cream?
Poop?
Hmm?
Both.
You can't convince me. It's pee. You
Wait,
pee
no,
out
it's
ice
a
cream.
poop. It's a poop. It
Nah,
comes out your
dude.
derriere. That's what it's.
Oh, my.
Wait, is your derriere because this is a real no dumb question? Is it called the derriere because you fart out when you eat dairy, and it's a dairy air when you fart?
No, it's
Hang
it's
on,
the
no,
French-
hang on.
It's
gotta
the
Google
French word of saying so. Like when you're having diarrhea, you're derriere because it's like French. It's a diarrhea.
Is that real?
How do you
Yeah.
spell derriere?
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's not fucking
derriere
He's
is
so
spelled.
convincing. Let me
I was like,
hold
hang
on. I'm
well,
just gonna.
Christian is a very well versed man about his poops. All right. Like, if there's one thing I'm not going to challenge Christian on, it's shitting.
All right, hold on. We got this.
Any other topic,
Hold
I
on.
would stood
Shut
my
up.
ground.
Hold on.
Do you need silence to Google?
I don't know how to spell fucking derriere. I'm gonna use my microphone. Shut up.
You just want dead air.
Shush.
You want dead air while you're Googling?
Derriere.
Oh.
You thought she said dead air?
No.
Definition of derriere. Euphemistic. Euphemistic term for a person's buttocks.
How's
Okay,
it
but-
spelled? How's it spelled?
DERRIERE.
That's
derriere.
French or
That's-
some shit. Yeah.
Dude, that's diarrhea in French. It's a diarrhea.
Google-
No. Late 18th century French. Literally behind.
Diarrhea.
So it's just French.
It literally means behind.
Wow.
I was right.
No, you were not.
Yes,
I mean,
he
you knew it
was.
was French, but you said it was for diarrhea. It's not for diarrhea.
But where do diarrhea be coming from, though?
Okay.
Google. Hang on. Google. How do you spell diarrhea in France?
Oh my god.
It's spelled the same way. You just don't pronounce the R's.
Wait. I only pronounce the R's.
La diarrhée.
La dairy.
I mean, yeah. Diarrhea in French is DIARRHEE. So diarrhea in English is the same spelling, except for there's an A on the end instead of another E.
Wow.
I just wanted you to know that I was right on how to pronounce it also.
Kind of crazy. Christian, kind of big brain.
I
mean,
kind of smart.
We've all known that.
I'm so smart that
What
I
a
know the answer.
tangent.
I know the answer to this next dumb question.
That's why he
Should I walk?
only picked questions that he knew the answer to.
They're definitely not my own questions. Should I walk 2 kilometers to avoid paying a fee? And we'll go into a little more detail here.
Christian doesn't need any more details.
To clarify, tomorrow we're going on a trip. However, the parking costs $2. Should I walk the 2 kilometers
That's
to
such a
avoid paying the fee?
That's such a nominal fee. That's over a mile walk. That's a mile and a quarter walk
For $2.
for $2.
$2.
That's a 15+ minute walk in climate conditions to save $2 fucking bucks. I hope it's not for a date because he's gonna look like a real fucking cheapskate.
Here's one of
Said
his.
that he was going on a trip.
Here's a
Oh.
here's a justification to it. Walking the 2 kilometers will help me lose some weight
No.
and avoid a parking fee.
That's like the assholes who stand at a meeting and they're like, "Oh, I'm trying to lose weight." It's like, shut the fuck up. You're just trying to be a dick.
All right, this is my last one. This one's actually a very serious one. How can a submissive male meet a woman who will dominate him?
The internet.
Yeah, there's literal communities for that.
I recently learned that I'm a submissive man, and I need a dominant woman in my life. Someone please help.
Just text every woman in your phone book. Should I walk 2 miles to save $2? And whoever, all the women that say yes, bitch. There you go. You found them.
You did it. This one was meant for Josh before he got a girlfriend. It's kind of been sitting on the back burners for about 2 months.
The sub dom one.
Yeah.
You think I'm a submissive male?
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
You see
You're
that
a little
mustache?
baby boy.
My mustache?
Like, I
fucking
know-
with you.
Is men mustachioed men signal to be that I'm a submissive man?
Yes.
Why? Because I'm like super tough and can like grow facial hair good.
I know the story from last
We have
week
different
about
definitions
the
of good.
person living their life as a submissive 24/7. I know that is you, Josh.
Yeah, it was me. I accidentally called Aurora her first name off pod, and she did not like it. Miss Castelli, please.
I told you that's only for the podcast. Excuse me. Well, boys, let's get back into the stories.
Back into it. I'm ready. Estoy listo.
This story comes to you from Today I Fucked Up. Today I fucked up by working on my sexual endurance and almost dying.
Oh my god.
Was it worth it?
I'm on a work trip that will last about 3.5 months. At this time, I'll be away from my wife, and we will both not be having sex until I come home.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah, we're totally both not having sex.
Well, like, I said I wasn't, and she just said, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, pretty mutual agreement.
I think that counts. Like,
The work trip is him being in the
I
military.
asked my lawyer, and he said that counts. It's a contract.
It's a verbal agreement.
It is also important to state that I have some heart issues, and I'm currently on blood thinners.
And I'm kind of bald and round and short. And my daughter's kind of a meanie.
I'm wanting to prep to have some mind-blowing sex when I come home, so I've been training to hold my orgasms. Over the weekend, I had to make a long drive and didn't have time to give it a wink. So today was the first time since Thursday with no wink. Dude, that's a hard life, dude. 4 days. He has in parentheses 4 days.
In case you couldn't do the maths.
I went to the bathroom to do the deed and decided to lay in the filled tub while doing it. It's a bold move, I guess.
In a hotel?
Yeah. After edging for 55 minutes, good on this dude. I crossed the point of no return. I could feel an immense pressure buildup, and I inadvertently aimed my rifle at myself. The pressure from no winks and edging turned my first part of the load into Mach 1 projectile. This projectile shot right into my eye. I literally gave myself a facial, but then it gets worse. My eye started burning, and I could feel my contact getting folded over into my eyelid. I don't know how that feels like, but I can't imagine cum makes it feel any better.
It's a natural lubricant. You're good.
I panicked to get out of the tub to a towel, and I ended up slipping on the tile and
Jesus
whacking my
Christ.
head
Oh no.
on the edge of the tub. The next moment, I am laying on the ground, dried cum on my face and in my eye, and something sticky all over my head.
Oh.
From whacking my head on the tub, I cracked open my head, and there was blood everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
I could still feel the blood wet on the back of my head, and I felt sticky all over. Then suddenly, I was getting very dizzy. I crawled out of my room and pounded on my door asking for help.
What was worse, being dizzy or being jizzy?
Boo! Boo!
Probably the combination's the worst part of it, but
Yeah.
probably being dizzy.
Probably a combination, you're right.
Oh my
Like,
god.
have you been dizzy as an adult? It's like, I remember being a kid and spinning around. I was like, this is fun. And then you like spin 2 times as an adult. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna hurl, dude. Who the fuck did this?
I can't believe I've done this.
The next time I woke up, I was in an ambulance heading to the hospital. One of the service maids heard me pounding on the door and opened it to see me naked, covered in blood, and she called 911.
What a sight.
Right? The EMT said I was lucky I made it to the door, since I was losing a lot of blood. There's still a small pool by the door. He also said he cleaned up the blood and the other secretions from my face.
He said that?
What a guy. That's in parentheses.
Hang on.
Like in quotes.
Okay.
So here I am, leaving the hospital, knowing that the whole hotel staff and the paramedics saw me covered in blood after giving myself a facial. He fucked up, boys.
Others,
That was wild.
hang on. Cum don't dry. Hang on. It's see-through when it dries on skin, right?
It's still like
Like, you can tell
crusty.
something's there, but, like, there's no way a fucking guy would be like, oh, I knew you fucking beat off. Like, that could be dried soap.
That dude hasn't jerked off in 4 days, dude. Do you know the amount?
The viscosity of his jizz was just otherworldly.
You would not believe the volume that he pumped out.
I guess maybe if he smelled it, but why would he smell it?
Oh, is that fucking
Is
dried
that
cum?
Dried cum? Is that a 4-day non-wank dried cum? Aged perfectly to 4 days? Oh yes, today for our tasting we have a 4-day.
Ew.
I don't know. I would like a time frame, because I do feel like there could just be like a lot of fucking cum on your face. Like,
There's no way.
what do you mean? There's no way? The dude was edgy.
Yeah, because it's all in his eyeball.
I don't believe any of this.
You don't believe this story off the internet?
Joshua took notes.
Are
Let's
you
hear
fucking
it.
kidding
Well,
me?
I just think it's really funny that he was trying to brag about the speed of his load and use the smallest Mach. He's like, a Mach 1. I only broke the sound barrier one time. Like,
Well,
just say Mach 5. Like, everybody knows what Mach 5 is. It was
Well,
a
let's
Mach
not be facetious here, Joshua.
I don't want to make it sound unbelievable. What is it like? Cum comes out at like 55 miles per hour or something like that, right?
Mach 1.
What?
It do be kind of crazy
oh my
like
God.
that. What's the speed of sound? Like 368 miles per second?
It's the same speed as
As my cum
shot.
after 4 days. Hang on, give me 4 days. I'll get back to you. I hope this dude's wife appreciates how he's been
the
through.
work.
Probably not. She's probably looking at this emergency room bill like, what the fuck were you doing?
Well, I don't know. He said wank, which makes me think he's not in America, which means his emergency room bill was probably fine.
oh, good
That's a
point.
good point.
Like he probably paid like $60. Maybe an extra 20 to make sure the nurse doesn't like mention the dried other secretions on his face.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is this is all an entire cover-up story of he hooked up with a dude,
Yeah.
accidentally slipped. The dude's like, "I gotta get out of here. He's fucking dead."
How do I make an entire story up about how I was beating off in a fucking bathtub?
No, babe. Look, I even wrote it on Reddit. I told the story on Reddit.
It has to be true.
It was me. It wasn't some other dude that came in my eye.
Yeah, man. Folding the contact over and like that's bad enough. Like if the story was today I fucked up by my contact folding over while taking a relaxing bath, like that's pretty bad.
I could already
It's a bad day.
I could
But
understand him
due to
going
a
to the
mock-
hospital.
Due to a Mach 1 load to the fucking cornea. Ugh.
Right? It probably gave him like brain damage too. If it's going that fast, hits you in the eye.
It was definitely the cum that gave him brain damage, not, hitting his head off the tub.
Oh, I didn't even realize he did that.
When
I
was
thought he
that?
went to the hospital because he came so hard and he started bleeding.
You had to go tell a physician about how hot his.
It cracked the back of my skull. It hit the front of my face so hard.
Give himself fucking CTE from from ejaculating. Cum temple ejaculation.
Good on him. He knows he's gonna be gone for 3 months, so he's just like, I'm gonna start now and I'm gonna practice, and by the end of the 3 months, dude, me and my wife are gonna fuck for like 10 minutes. This is gonna be fucking rad.
God, yeah, like let's be honest, ladies. That dude's blowing it in fucking 2 seconds.
Nobody wants it for 55 minutes anyway.
Yeah, that's too long. I sure as fuck don't. I get like 3 minutes in, I'm like, all right, let's fucking wrap up the show here.
Same.
We've done our deed. We've gone through the whole procedure.
We know how this ends. Let's just go home.
I've seen this movie before. Let's skip to the end.
All right, guys. One last story to take
one last time.
One last story to take us home on. And this one really bugs me. Am I the asshole for FaceTiming my wife in the store?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I need to go on?
No. Thanks for listening.
I, 42 male, got a call from my wife when I was getting off work, and she asked me to pick up her some pads from the store. I asked her to send me a text with a picture of the one she already has to make sure I got the right kind. I get to Walgreens, and I can't find the kind she texted me.
Hey, babe, what size pussy you wear?
Ay. That one got him.
That's how it works, dude.
What size pussy you wear? I'm in the aisle.
Oh, fuck me.
Trying to pick you up something nice.
Get the lingerie tampons, lingerie pads.
God. I don't think I can read, dude. I think I laughed so hard that it came in my eyes and my contact folded over. I can't read.
Laughed so hard it came in my eye. What if somebody edged for laughing? Like, yeah, I haven't smiled in 4 days. I haven't seen my wife in 3.5 months, so I'm not allowed to feel joy until I see her.
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Magnum branded pads for the extra large.
Oh, fuck me. I get to Walgreens, and I can't find the kind that she texted me, so I FaceTimed her. in the pad aisle, and was showing her the section where her brand is to see if I can find another kind. About 30 seconds in, a woman comes up to me and tells me that I'm being inappropriate, and that she's going to report me. Mind you, my wife is on the video with me this entire time. So I tell my wife to text me a backup pad that I could get for her and ended the call. Right as my wife is texting me, a man, the store manager, don't know why I have to say man, you could have just said the store manager, and a female. I just like, why do you need to say that as a man? You
I love
just
Woke. This
Oh.
podcast is so woke.
I thought you were saying
Just-
like
you would have known it was a man because of the store manager. No, just like that's not an important detail. The store manager and a female clerk come up to me with the woman right behind them, and he asks what I'm doing, and that he got a complaint that I was behaving inappropriately. I explained I was there to buy pads for my wife, but I couldn't find her brand.
My brand. Ah.
I thought that exact same thing because we were talking about contacts earlier.
I told him that since I didn't see it, I called her on FaceTime. The woman then started shouting that I was taking pictures of her and that I was lying. I showed the manager the text from my wife, and I told him I just wanted to get my wife her pads and to leave. So the manager and the woman went up to the front of the store, and the whole time she is screeching at him that he needs to call the police on me and have me arrested for being a pervert. The clerk stayed behind and asked if she could help me find what I needed. I agreed, and I showed her the box that my wife texted me, and that they were out of it. She then said that this other pad was the same brand, worked just as well. This one should fit your wife's pussy just fine.
I'm sorry, sir. What size pussy did your wife have?
Well, she's had 4 kids, so
Extra small.
the same size, actually.
I texted my wife.
I just imagine this guy like obviously at this point I would say he's not the asshole, but like imagine this guy just being like, "Hey babe, I'm in the fucking pussy pad aisle," just screaming like, "Babe, what size pussy you got?" Hey, like meanwhile, like the lady was standing there trying to pick out like like a product, and he's just behind her like, "Hey, is this bitch's pussy the same size as you?"
This lady's like the same size as you, right? You probably got the same size pussy.
Hey lady, what size pussy you got?
That's where my brain instantly went reading the title. Okay. I texted my wife with a picture of the pads that the clerk picked out, and she said that that's fine. So I paid for the pads and left. And when I got to the car, I started crying. Bringing it full circle, baby. A grown-ass man crying in his car. I've never felt more embarrassed and humiliated in my life. When I told my wife what happened, she went pale and hasn't stopped apologizing to me for it. Was I the asshole for FaceTiming?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, not in this situation at all.
People that just like walk in the store FaceTiming or like have people on speakerphone in general, that's fucking annoying and rude. You are an asshole if you do that. But in that situation where it's like just a quick like, I need you to look at this thing in real time. What am I buying? Not the asshole.
Yeah.
Nah, I think this dude's a piece of shit.
How dare a man cry?
He should have known. How can he
not know his wife's pussy size?
So like, okay,
Joke's overplayed, boys.
yeah, that's enough about the pussy size, all right? It's very misogynistic. I'm on my high horse. Guys are so stupid.
Uh-huh.
Shopping for a tampon or a pad is just like shopping for any other product. He didn't need to have a fucking picture. All he needed was a goddamn brand and like if she says like fucking Tampax whatever, like he could fucking suss it out. Like it's like if I send somebody, if I get sent to go find a 3/8 wrench, I'm not walking up to the fucking like, oh, all the 3/8 wrenches are out. Like,
Okay,
do I get a
first of all-
3/4 wrench?
First of all, you say hand me a 3/8 wrench, and I don't. If I don't, first of all, I know what a 3/8 wrench is. All right, I'm not dumb, but all of the wrenches look exactly the same, just slightly bigger or slightly smaller.
But to my point,
No, all tampons are not made equal.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're what?
No,
That's
no,
the
no.
opposite of what you're
So
saying.
I'm saying like every single tampon or box of pads is marketed differently.
Yes.
So if she says like, get me this specific thing, you can look at the fucking brands. If you have a picture of it, you can look and be like, it's any other product. If
Moral
they
of
say,
the
hey, pick
story
me up
is-
apples, you know what the fuck fruit is. You go there, you don't see any round red things, and you're like, don't have apples.
I mean, yes. Moral of the story is don't buy cardboard. Nobody wants a cardboard.
What's a cardboard?
Oh my god, you're so naive.
Moral of the story is if your husband sends you to the store and says he needs a 3/8 wrench and he can't find it, start asking for the 10mm wrench. All right, boys.
Wow.
There's
This is
cardboard and there's
in-depth knowledge.
plastic. You don't want cardboard. That shit hurts.
Cardboard what?
Applicators.
Oh, but aren't they more environmentally friendly?
Correct, but do you want to hurt vagina or do you want to be
I mean, I do every. And that one right there. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know a lot about female sanitary products, but
I don't
I'm
know a
gonna
lot
sit
about
here
wrenches.
and say that everything that Josh said, I don't agree with. Eric, if you send me, you better be sending me with a picture.
I have to do that for anything I send to
but
the
like,
store for.
no, but I'm
You
saying like,
got
this
it.
guy had a picture,
He should have been able to figure
Yeah.
out something with
and
the
like
picture.
he could have just called and said like, "Hey, they don't have that box. Is there anything else?" I mean, he's not an asshole. Like he was doing right by his wife, but
Well, he should have been fucking broke, and he should have had AirPods, and he could have FaceTime, and they would have never known because they had AirPods in. What's that look, Erica?
If he had AirPods in and was FaceTiming, they're still gonna know.
Well, he could just be like standing there with the phone pointing towards it, and just like.
Still looking like he's
But it's-
taking pictures.
But it's not gonna be as, I guess. Huh.
also technically you can take pictures of people in public unless you're in like California. So technically, either way, he wasn't legally in the wrong, unless they're minors.
Technically,
Good to know.
he's fucking big dum little baby boy that cried in his car.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, as
I
he was
can feel feelings too.
as he was
Thank you.
leaving, the lady did call him fat and bald and short. So,
And a little bitch.
oh, little baby gonna go cry.
Well, this little baby's gonna go cry all the way home as we take this podcast home.
Good. Thanks for listening to our podcast about jizz, flapjack titties. What did she say? Tortilla titties.
Tortilla
Tortilla
Ta-Tas.
Tatas. Great episode. Christian, I always say yours are the best episodes.
You do really do say that a lot. It makes me feel good, like so good that I'm honestly about to fucking.
I'm tearing
This
up.
is the episode of
actually.
I'm about
compliments.
to fucking cry right now.
Episode of compliments.
Dude.
All right,
I'm putting the
everybody,
sunglasses back on.
everybody, go around and give one sincere compliment, but you have to plug your ears while you're getting your compliments told. So it's gonna be on mic, but not in ears. Go for me. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna do this.
Joshua, you always
no.
have great hair.
Stop. I don't need to hear.
You're one of the
this.
smartest people I know.
Not true. I'm dumb as bricks.
Not true. Christian, you're the light of my life.
Not true. I am.
And you have a great personality.
No, that's so
Wow.
sad. That's so
Ouch.
sad. And I adore you, she says.
Ouch.
All right, my compliments time. Compliment me.
Erica, you make Christian really happy.
Erica. You don't piss me off, and that's fucking rad.
I figured
Erica,
this is how this is going
you're
to go.
not afraid to be yourself, and I've always admired that about you. You're a very strong person, and you kick
It's
ass.
a lie. I'm terrified to be myself.
Well, you don't show it.
I'm around you because you're my best friend.
Oh my god, guys.
Another compliment. Oh my god.
We gotta end this before she takes it back.
I take it back. Everything I said on this podcast is a lie.
Well, you know what?
I think all of Josh's jokes are good. I was booing ironically. Haha, I caught you, bitch. Caught you on mic.
If you guys have a compliment you want to give us, go leave us a 5-star review and we'll read it on air.
And then we'll compliment you for leaving a 5-star review.
If you got friends, share our podcast with them.
And then we'll compliment your friends for listening to our podcast.
You got that right.
You can find us on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is for both is at Judgies Pod. That's JUD. It's not. It is, right?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Am I spelling it wrong?
It's just funny. It's a bit, right?
No, this
You
is
can-
serious.
It's a bit that we always ask if we're going to read the titles, and it's a bit that we always spell it. Right?
Yeah, it's totally a bit.
You can find us on social media.
That's JUDGIES pod.
And our Gmail
Is judgiespod@gmail.com. That's JUDGIES pod.
You guys can spell really good.
Thanks for listening.
You know what? We're going home. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.